not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense changing the play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Wants to throw on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Here's the pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Lemon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the lone running back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You see the tight ends nowadays in football, they're just so athletic and they can do so many different things. And right here, this wasn't one of them that we want to brag about. He had a chance to drag across the field and make a catch, but that thing hit him right in the midst, and he just dropped it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Still looking, on the move. QB got it himself. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
This time he's got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And that one's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, USC! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Finds the tight end. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Trojans will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
Wants to fire on second down. He fires to the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. That's caught. It's Singleton. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Southern Cal. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up 14 over Vanderbilt. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Trojans! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Finds his man, it's Sanders.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Takes a handoff and he's going right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
brings up second down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's quarter, but right now they want to stop on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Get this drive started from their own 26. Gives it on the option. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to the well. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Bring in the heat. That's reeled in. It's Cobb. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Might be changing the route. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got the quick pass. Still on his feet at the 45. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the tight end did a nice job there. He ran the route, he got underneath the linebackers, came out the other side, and that's a play he just has to be able to finish.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking the shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Going right to work up top. Finds his man, it's Thompson. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Singleton. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here we go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Lane. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the marker, it's Sanders. Touchdown Trojans! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Auburn lines up quickly.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Bringing it back. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Looking for room. It's Sanders. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Stands in and takes the hit. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Offense, quick tempo.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
35, Auburn, 21.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Makes the grab. It's Lemon. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The quick out. Finds a crease space at the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to... yard line. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Shotgun snap on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down. So the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up 14 over Vanderbilt. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He wants to change this route.
Moves.
Snap in the shotgun. The sure hands. It's Thompson. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
That's caught. It's Cobb. Open space at the 25. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now, first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Under fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Defense in press coverage. To throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. And he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Working that left side now. Touchdown, USC! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Here's a heat. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw again. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Makes the grab. It's Singleton. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they take a knee on fourth down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it.